Daddy Issues Publishing presents A Serious Education, Immortal Divorce Court 2, by Kirk Zurosky, narrated for you by Patrick Zeller. Prologue. The hooded man picked his way along the cliffs, keeping his head down since the light from the blazing sun irritated his eyes. He was also looking down so he wouldn't trip over an errant rock or hidden root and drop the precious treasure clutched so tightly to his chest. Above his head, a seagull squawked, and the ocean breeze brought the scent of salt to his nose, together triggering unpleasant memories from long ago. He hadn't been to this place in years, but the irony was not lost on him that the cave he was seeking represented the lowest point in his illustrious life, because what he held so carefully in his arms would help him achieve the greatness that he had only dreamed about before the universe consigned him to the living death of the here and now. The familiar sight of bleached rat bones, mixed in with the rocks and roots on the trail, let him know he was getting close, and after a few minutes more, the cavern was finally in view. Picking his way back into the darkness of a place he knew by feel, the resting place for his prized possession became visible in the eerie light of the phosphorescent fungus on the cave walls. He kissed his treasure and set it down carefully. "I will be back for you when it is your time," he rasped. "Together, you and I, who were joined by cruel fate centuries ago, will wreak our revenge upon this world. And we are going to start with the downfall of the one and only Sirius Sinister." Chapter 1. I hurtled through the wormhole, leaving Hades' throne room, and feeling a great rush of oddly frigid air, before I was flung headfirst into a snowdrift. What? How could my vampire Maltese, garlic, and I be stuck in a blasted snowdrift? Well, Hades' last words were to enjoy the cold, and that it was to die for. The lady of the Underworld's dark humor had sent us on a little icy escapade before we got back to the warmth of Sa Dragonera. The harsh bite of a cold wind blew right through my breeches, and my back half was now being jumped on by the enthusiastic teeth of winter.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?